All right, y'all, I'm going to change the power steering fluid in my Camry. It's a 1995 Toyota Camry. You take the cap off. What I do is I cut a little produce bag with a pair of scissors, cut a hole in the middle, and put it over the opening before I start working, so it catches any drips and keeps it off the car. Then I take my trusty turkey baster, right? And a little container. So I'm going to take this turkey baster, put it into that hole, squish the turkey baster, and then it'll suck some of that juice up. And start sucking out the power steering fluid. You keep doing that until you don't get any more out. Okay, y'all, because I can't get all of the fluid out with the turkey baster, I've taken the top off a sprayer bottle like this, and I'll show you how I use it. Put in that tiny little hole down there. And I'm spraying it directly into this. You want to have a container that's deep enough to not spray up on you. It's getting to the end. I finished pumping all the fluid out that I can, and now I'm going to show you how I refill it. Y'all, I'm just taking a little bit of denatured alcohol. Now I'm going to clean around here, around the opening, not in the opening. You don't want to get any denatured, nothing in that opening there. Just put a little bit on a paper towel around the opening, y'all. All right, now I'm going to show you all how much it took out. See it? There it is. I'll point to it. I'm pointing to it with the pencil. You see how much of the power steering fluid that turkey baster and top of a sprayer bottle took out? Got it all the way down here. That's very good. Now what I'm going to do is refill it right in there. I'd recommend you go to Dollar Tree and get a sprayer for $1. I'm going to fill it now, folks, and I'll show you how I do that. I just use a little funnel. This is cold. It's hard to see because it's older. This says cold. This says hot. The lines for the cold are here and right there. So what that means is when this engine's cold, you can fill it, or the fill capacity is up to this line. That's where it should be, in that range between that bottom line and top line when your engine is cold. When your engine is hot, it should be between this line and that line. That's where the hot area is. So if your engine is hot and you see your power steering fluid in this level between that line and that line, it's good. If it's lower, you got to add it. If it's cold and you see your power steering fluid level between that line and it's cold, it's good. If it's below this line and cold, you have to fill it up between these two lines. So right now, I'm going to fill it to the top of this line because the engine's cold. Again, I have my plastic bag here in case I overshoot it. Nothing gets on the car paint. Now y'all, this car takes Dextron 2, 3, or 4. They don't make 2 or 3 anymore, so it's 4. Again, this is a 1995 Toyota Camry. So I'm going to pour this, because the container is so big, as y'all can see, I'm going to pour a little bit of this transmission fluid into a cottage cheese container, an empty one, so I can pour it in here. Okay, y'all, this is the new fluid. See how dirty the old fluid is? That's the color it should be. Very dirty. Time to change it. All I'm using is a little funnel. I have a series of them. I got a set of them at the Dollar Tree. You don't need anything expensive. Go by there, get some little funnels, different sizes for $1. Now what I'm going to do, and I just guessed at the amount. So what I'm going to do is fill this and then watch the level and make sure I don't overshoot. the cold area because the car is cold. I don't want to go past the cold mark. If I do, I'll simply take it out with the turkey baster. Y'all can't make a mistake on this. But you guys got to check and see what type of power steering fluid your particular car uses. So here we go, y'all. Just a little bit at a time. I'm using this because I can squish it like that and pour it in. Slow and go. Stop at times and check your level. We're doing good, y'all. I got a little more to add. Just a smidge more, and we're good. Okay, y'all, time to remove the funnel. Now you remove the plastic bag. Be careful not to get anything in there. Discard that. See the level, y'all? It's right to the cold mark, to the top of it, right there. You put the cap back on, and you're good to go. Now here's what I'm going to do. Some people release the hoses, the power steering hose, to drain the system. I don't. What I'm going to do to refresh it, and it'll go through and recycle itself, it'll get a little dirty in about 100 miles. I'm going to do the same procedure I just did until I see that the color that it should be new. It'll be frank red like you saw. That's how I change power steering fluid in my cars. I hope this helps, and happy DIYing.